friends. So all those who are in India, you probably already know that the Chinese president is visiting India. So I think he came today, which is the 11th. I don't know when I'm going to upload this video, but we are doing it as soon as we got to know about this and we thought of watching the video. So in this video, PM Modi is receiving the president, Chinese president in Tamil Nadu. So let's go ahead and first watch this video, and then after that we'll talk with you. Oh, wow, he's wearing traditional Tamil Nadu dress. That is so sweet and nice. And even has that scarf kind thing that they have. Shawl kind thing. This is the second informal summit after Wuhan. Oh, wow, he's taken him to some some monument.
Arjuna's penance.
He's explaining the architecture and all the carvings and probably the history.
Maybe it has some connection with China, maybe. So maybe some part of culture that is common or something.
I don't think so. Maybe it's just showing, the beauty of India.
Because those lions look similar.
Could be. I don't know. Wow. I'm missing India. Look at the amount of carvings. Oh my God, this is beautiful.
Hanuman, you can see.
Where? I didn't see. So he's explaining something, then he's translating that other guy in Chinese to explain the president. Saying he's accompanied by 100-member strong delegation.
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
So 100 members have come along.
Trade deals and stuff. Oh wow. Look at the rock.
Wow. Beautiful. Huge.
Wow.
It's a boulder. A big boulder.
That is stable.
This is beautiful. Look from the top.
Red carpet.
Look at
It's
the
very nice.
carvings. Oh, and they've put red carpet all around to show, walk around. There's one Indian translator probably and one Chinese translator, I'm guessing. He's on 2-day visit to Chennai. Oh, several words were under tight security when Chinese president was on his way. He's explaining everything in detail. That's nice. That means he knows all about it. Wow. This was a short video, guys, but this was beautiful. I mean, showing president, or I would say Chinese president, the beauty, the culture of India, and that too south of India. So they are in Tamil Nadu, and beautiful architecture, and especially when they showed that camera from the top, the rooftops of those buildings, you could actually see all the carvings from top to bottom. So really beautiful. And that reminds me, just about a few days back, I should say just few days back, I don't know if I told you, but my parents, they went to the, south to Kanyakumari. So they spent like 2 weeks there, and they were also telling me that it's a beautiful place and they had lots of fun. And they were also telling me that all the restaurants that they went in, they would give them tea in those, steel, I don't know, are they called cups or matkas or something. So they found that very different. And they said that we would tell, and nobody was able to understand them.
Mm.
And the place where they went, it looks like that they didn't even know English that well.
I see. Yeah.
So they had a little hard time communicating, because they would give them tea in those cups without they would ask tea without sugar, and they would not be able to understand. So they would bring just the normal tea. And my parents would be like, have you put some sugar in it, because we don't want some sugar. So since they would not be able to understand, they would probably pinpoint sugar and explain.
Yeah.
And my father was telling me, you won't imagine what they would do. They would take the two teas that we had, and they would just mix them together and say it's done. So this was kind of funny, but they loved their visit there. And they were telling me that whenever you're planning to come, let us know. We'll probably plan a trip to Tamil Nadu also. So I mean, imagine going to Rajasthan, going to Tamil Nadu after that. So I think 1 month will also not be enough. We should make it more than a month, okay? But this video, coming back to this video, I mean, guys, this shows a really beautiful gesture from our Prime Minister Modi, coming there with showing him, these beautiful places, and explaining about their history to the President of China. And a good gesture from President of China also coming, visiting India and meeting the Prime Minister. So hoping for the best, and hoping that these talks, they're saying it's an informal summit. So, and this is the second one that's taking place. So hoping that, some good results come out of it. But I'm sure with our Prime Minister, PM Modi, I mean, he knows how to tackle people, and some good results will definitely come, and it will be for the betterment of India.
Right. I mean, if you look at it, right, I mean, look at America. America is a very good relations with Canada, and also very good relations with Mexico. Although people say, immigrants are coming, but it is not like there's a lot of problems. No, I mean, America is very good friends with their neighbors, and that helps by increasing the trade and brings up the economy. Similarly, I mean, when India and China are in Asia, I think they can work together and bring up the economy. Now, obviously, when you go back to the time in the 1900s, you will see that China was almost kind of same in poverty like India. I mean, China was poor, although it is a separate part that British were not able to fully conquer China, but parts of it, and then Japan did some parts of it. But uh, overall, there was not much difference between the richness of the two countries. But slowly, as the Americans in the Cold War, America went with China and India went with Russia, and then America tried to help China. And how did they help? They started manufacturing everything over there. So a time came when American companies almost manufactured 95% of the stuff in China. Everything. They would go to China, open a shop over there, manufacture over there. And that due to that, China drastically came up compared to India, because India was not manufacturing a lot for other countries. It was not acquiring new technology. So obviously, when you build such complicated stuff in that country, China, they came up. Obviously, there was some kind of intellectual theft, which is obvious. When you're building something new, they learn something. And so what happened was, I mean, obviously China grew faster and became much more powerful than India, to the degree that even now America feels threatened by China. Right?
Yep.
So America now feels threatened by China, and China is saying, I don't need anybody, I can stand on their own. Right? So now the power play has started, and I think Chinese president is coming, maybe because of the that section where Jammu and Kashmir is
Oh, the
being
Kashmir
split
issue.
into two parts, and China is only interested in the Ladakh region. So there is already a dispute. Maybe they are talking about the dispute in Ladakh, that what is yours, what is mine. So we will see. But normally, when you are, with the collaborating, negotiating with a country that is stronger than you and not really that friendly in the world, today's world, where China sees that okay, America is with India, so they are going to go with Pakistan, and that's the reason China just supported Pakistan on the issue of Jammu and Kashmir. So if you look at it, everybody understands what is going on, right? It is, and because it's a difficult country to deal with. We really have to see how Mr. Modi handles the situation. Obviously, there were times of conflict. I think in Ladakh region there was some conflict recently where Chinese were making some roads and India came and there was a lot of tension between India and China. And at the time, if you go to the social media, you saw a lot of tension in people from those countries, right? Chinese people were essentially saying, "Hey, we have defeated you multiple times. Why do you want to fight again?" And Indian fellows were saying, "We are not the India of that time," and they were saying, "If we are not the China of that time." So it was like, okay, people are just, you know, very tense. But if somehow I think India and China can work together, that will be great. But real benefit is that obviously now India's economy is growing faster than the economy of China. So India has to grow further, get real solid and strong, and then negotiate. And obviously, China is at this point having a lot of problems in Hong Kong. A lot of protests are going on in Hong Kong. So there are a lot of things around the world that are taking place. And although obviously nobody knows why they're meeting now, but I think it's because of the Ladakh thing. And I just hope that both the countries can peacefully resolve issues and become good friends. Like America has friends in North America, similarly, India and China are pretty big, huge countries with a lot of, a lot of economy. And I think if they can work together, it'll be much beneficial for the countries.
Yeah, for both the countries.
Yes.
Not only just India, but for China definitely too.
I mean, if you look at the GDP and you look at the GDP and we are looking at the purchasing power parity, you see number one country is China and number three is India. So obviously, if both the countries can work together, they will benefit. And that is what I think we need to look at the good things. I mean, obviously, Asian culture is similar. Chinese and Indian cultures is similar. There's a lot of similarities are there, and I hope they can look at those similarities and say, we are much closer than you. So let's work on something productive rather than going into and calmly resolve the disputes as to which land belongs to what. And I'm sure when two intelligent people are talking, something will come out where they can say, okay, let's agree with this and move on from there.
Exactly. And as we can see, that first step or first initiative has been taken from both the leaders.
Yes.
Because they're meeting together, and the good thing is they're meeting in India. So definitely fingers crossed, hoping for the best so that both the countries are able to, mutually decide and make a decision which is, benefiting both the countries. So, okay guys, we'll end this video now and we'll come back again with another video pretty soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!